Hello students, welcome to English class. In the previous session, I had introduced the chapter Little Incidents of Life and we have read and discussed page number 86 and 87 along with the meanings, phrases and cross questions. Today I'll continue with the reading of page number 87. By the end of this video, you will be able to express the story in your own words and you will be able to understand the meaning of difficult words and phrases and answers of the related questions. So open your fragrance English reader book. But before beginning with today's session, we'll have a quick review of what we have done in the previous session. Students, we have read this is an interesting story about the Bramleys who were unique as they were rarely attracted by the outside world. They were four in the family, three middle-aged brothers and an elder sister. The farm's car house lay in the middle of the hills. There was no road to the farm. Once the narrator, who was a vet surgeon, went to Scar House to see a horse with a colic. It took long time to read there. He saw the family sitting quietly on a bench. So children, we have read till this in the previous session. Now we'll read further. Students, on the basis of previous reading, you would be able to answer these questions, which are: what kind of job did the narrator do? Why were Bramleys unique? Who were in the Bramleys family? Why did the narrator go to Scar House? Describe how the narrator reached the farmyard. And what did the narrator see as he peered through the kitchen window of Scar House? Students, now we'll read further. But before that, we'll discuss the meanings of difficult words and phrases on page number 87. And the first word is jammed, Jammed. It means stuffed. Next is fascinated, Fascinated. It means attracted. Next word is swarmed. It means moved in a large group. Next is perched, Perched. It means sat or rested. Next is desolation. Desolation means lonely. Next is antibiotics, Antibiotics. Antibiotics means medicines. Next is enteritis, Enteritis. It means infection in intestines. Next word is unrewarding. It means not rewarding. Next is stricken, meaning is seriously affected. Next is diminishing, Diminishing. Diminishing means becoming smaller. Next is grief, it means sadness. Next is consignment, Consignment. It means amount of goods delivered. Next word is clasped. It means held tightly. Now we'll discuss phrases. And our phrase on this page is on my car bonnet, मेरी गाड़ी के बोनट पर. Students, now we'll start reading. They were not grouped round the fire, but were jammed tightly on a long, high-backed wooden bench which stood against the wall. They were not asleep, not talking or reading or listening to the radio. In fact, They didn't have one. They were just sitting. I stared, fascinated, and it occurred to me that this was probably a typical evening for them. Students, it means they were sitting in a group on a wooden bench. No activity was going on there. When the narrator peered through the kitchen window, it seemed to him as if they were unhappy. Now we'll read further. A month or two later, I discovered another side of the Bramleys when they started having trouble with their cats. I knew they were fond of cats by the number and variety which swarmed over the place and purred confidently on my car bonnet on cold days. But I was unprepared for the family's utter desolation when the cat started to die. Even today, with the full range of modern antibiotics, the treatment of enteritis in cats is unrewarding. In those days, I had little success, though I did my best. Students, it means after 2 3 months, the narrator came to know the reason of the Bramley's sadness. They were sad about their kitten's disease, as they were very fond of cats. They had a number and variety of cats which used to perch on the narrator's car bonnet during winter whenever he visited the Bramleys. The cats started to die because of the disease enteritis, and there was no treatment of this disease, but the narrator tried his best. Students, now there is one question. How do you think the Bramleys treated their pets? For this, we'll read further. The Bramleys were stricken as they saw their cats diminishing. I was surprised at their grief because most farmers look on cats as pest killers and nothing more. But when Miss Bramley came in one morning with a fresh consignment of invalids, she was in a sorry state. She stared at me across the surgery table, and her rough fingers clasped and unclasped on the handle of her basket. Students, it means the Bramleys were seriously affected to see the decreasing number of cats. The narrator was surprised by the Bramleys' love and fondness for their cats, as they were very precious to them. One morning, when Miss Bramley came to the narrator with the basket of kittens, she was not able to hold the basket properly, and students, it shows that she was very sad. Students, on the basis of reading of page number 87, you would be able to answer these questions. First is, where was the Bramley sitting? Number 2, what side of the Bramleys was discovered by the narrator? Number 3, why was the family in utter desolation? Number 4, what were the cats suffering from? Now we'll discuss the word meanings and phrases of next pages. And our first word is infectious. 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 It means communicable. Next is struggling. STRUGGLING. Struggling means fighting. Next is twitch. TWITCHED. It means quick movements. Next word is brimmed. BRIMMAD. It means filled with something. Next word is straggling. STRAGGLING. It means spreading. Next word is gasped. It means breathe with difficulty. Next is am. It means them. Now we'll discuss the phrases. And our first phrase is for a moment, एक पल के लिए. Now we'll start reading. Is it going to go through? Am all? She asked sadly. Well, it's very infectious, and it looks as though most of your young cats will get it, I replied. For a moment, Miss Bramley seemed to be struggling with herself. Then her chin began to jerk and her whole face twitched uncontrollably. She didn't actually break down, but her eyes brimmed and a couple of tears wandered among the network of wrinkles on her cheeks. I looked at her helplessly as she stood there, strands of grey hair straggling untidily from under the black hat. It's Topsy's kittens I'm worried about. She gasped out at length. There's 5 of them, and they are the best we have got. Student, she asked the narrator if all her cats would die like this. Then the narrator replied that most of her young cats would get this disease as it was very infectious. On listening this, Miss Bramley wept bitterly. She breathed uncomfortably and showing her concern towards the cats, told the narrator that she was worried about their Topsy kittens. They were 5 in number and they were the best they had got. Students, on the basis of reading done, you would be able to answer these questions, which are: which family did the kittens belong to? Why did Miss Bramley go to the narrator? For a moment, Miss Bramley seemed to be struggling with herself. What made Miss Bramley struggle with herself? Students, I hope you understood the topic well. Now read the chapter again and again for better understanding and follow the SNAP homework schedule. Thank you. Have a nice day.